Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you the SNAP Emergency Allotments updates for the month of October. Right now we have 17 states that have been approved, and like always, I bring you the payout date information. We also have consequences of government shutdown for SNAP, beneficiaries, and Social Security. And finally, we have good news for those in Florida regarding P-EBT. So stay tuned to ensure that you receive these updates. Now, before we get started, if you are interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, taxes, child tax credit, SNAP, P-EBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. So in case there is a government shutdown, will SNAP benefits be impacted? So unless Congress approves a spending bill by September 30th, the government would essentially run out of money and be faced with the prospect of shutting down non-essential federal services. Essential services, or those related to public safety, will continue operating. So fortunately, the SNAP program will continue to operate even after a shutdown. That's according to a contingency plan from the USDA's Food and Nutrition and Consumer Services. That plan states that in the event of a lapse in annual appropriations, example given a shutdown, the contingency plan calls for the continuation of the essential federal activities and funding to maintain the core programs of the nutrition safety net. And of course, that includes the SNAP program, the child nutrition programs, and the supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children, otherwise known as WIC. But that plan only covers a few days after a shutdown begins. If the shutdown stretches on for weeks or more, the CBPP said the government would need to impose a sharp, massive spending reduction totaling roughly $1.2 trillion just in fiscal year 2022, which amounts to a reduction of about 30% over the course of the year for every federal program except Social Security, Medicare hospital insurance, and interest. In other words, if the government shutdown takes longer than expected, low-income households receiving SNAP could see their benefits held up for weeks or even months. So how will a government shutdown affect Social Security? The good news is that payments for Social Security will continue in case of a government shutdown. Social Security works individually from the government's standard funding operations in a similar way to a pension plan. Therefore, the closure of the government is unlikely to cause the closing of the Social Security Administration. And I quote, "That really sets it apart and makes it more secure," said President of Social Security Works, Nancy Allotment. Even if the debt ceiling does not get raised, funds from the payroll taxes would still continue to come into the government. Those contributions go towards the program's trust funds and are used to pay these benefits. Therefore, for Social Security beneficiaries, payments will continue in the same way as always. However, delays of checks may possibly happen. The distribution of Social Security checks will arrive with uncertain delays due to a lack of government workers. The length of the delay will depend on the actual amount of employees still working and the duration of the shutdown. But as long as Social Security employees are deemed essential government workers who remain on the job, benefit checks will continue to go out. So moving on to those in the state of Florida, I actually bring you very good news. So Florida has started the process of applying for the pandemic EBT. The Florida Department of Children and Families said it started the process of applying for pandemic EBT last week out of an abundance of caution. The details are still to be announced because Florida is just now in the process of getting their application together to give to the federal government, said Cindy Hustleton, a senior policy analyst for the Florida Policy Institute. Hustleton said the move would provide about $820 million in food assistance to over 2 million children in Florida. And the USDA sent NBC6 a statement on Thursday saying it has not received a summer P-EBT plan from Florida, adding, USDA commits to working with the state to approve its plan as quickly as possible once received. But without seeing Florida's plan, USDA cannot comment on how quickly the benefits could be available to children after plan approval. And now moving on to the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of October. We have 17 states that have been approved, and as of right now, there are certain states that are no longer providing emergency allotments, and those states are Florida, Idaho, Nevada, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, and Arkansas. And now moving on to those payout dates for the SNAP emergency allotments for October. We'll start with Alabama issuing payment on October 30th, Hawaii November 15th, Iowa October 1st through October 10th, Kentucky October 2nd through October 19th. Next, we have the state of Maine issuing payment on October 7th. Then we have Michigan October 23rd through November 1st. Mississippi October 2nd, and New Hampshire will be issuing payment on the following dates. That would be October 5th, October 9th, November 5th, and November 23rd. Next, we have the state of New Jersey issuing payment between October 1st through October 5th. North Carolina between October 22nd through October 31st, and the state of Oregon will be issuing 3 rounds. First round on October 11th, second round on October 28th, and the third round on November 1st. Next, we have the state of Rhode Island issuing payment on October 3rd, South Carolina October 1st through October 19th, Tennessee October 1st through October 20th, and the state of Washington will be issuing payments based on a regular issuance schedule. Wisconsin October 16th, and of course, finally, we have the state of Wyoming issuing payment based on the first letter of your last name. So A through D October 2nd, E through K October 3rd, L through R October 4th, and S through Z October 5th. So next we have the SNAP State Directory of Resources. As usual, if you have not received your payment, if you've lost your card, or you need to contact your local SNAP office, I highly recommend for you to check out this interactive map. I will be putting the link in the video description. So once you go to the website and you click on the link, you're going to see the SNAP State Directory of Resources. Go ahead and scroll down and you will find this interactive map where you're able to click your state. So for example, if you live in the state of California, just go ahead and click your state. And here you can find the program name, the state SNAP website, and more importantly, you can find the phone number where you can call to see if there's been a change of date for those who are still pending on their payments. You can also find application in both English and Spanish. Let's say you live in the state of Arizona. You just go ahead and find your state. Once again, you find here the website and the phone number where you can call. For those living in the state of Texas, here you can find the state SNAP website and once again the phone number and applications if you wish to apply for these benefits. Let's try one more. For those in the state of Florida, here you can find the state SNAP website and the phone number as well. So make sure you check it out as it can be very helpful if you're still waiting on your payments. And now moving on to the SNAP emergency allotment for the month of September. We start with the state of Alabama issuing payment on September 29th, Alaska September 22nd through October 15th, Arizona September 1st through October 2nd, California October 23rd, Colorado September 7th through September 11th. Next, we have the state of Connecticut issuing payment on September 17th. Delaware September 29th, and the District of Columbia regular issuance schedule. Next, we have the state of Georgia issuing payment between September 27th and September 30th. Hawaii payment date is October 11th, and Indiana will be issuing payment on the odd days between September 5th and the 23rd. Next, we have Illinois issuing payment between September 22nd and September 30th. Iowa September 1st through September 10th, Kansas October 15th through October 24th, Kentucky September 2nd through September 19th, Louisiana issuing payment either on September 3rd, September 10th, September 17th, or September 24th, Maine September 10th, Maryland September 1st through September 30th, Massachusetts issuing payment on October 4th, Michigan between September 25th through October 4th, Minnesota issuing payment on either of the following dates, and that would be between October 5th and October 7th, from the 11th through the 14th, from the 18th through the 21st, and the 25th through the 28th. And we also have the state of Mississippi issuing payment on September 2nd. Next, we have the state of New Hampshire issuing payment on September 5th, September 21st, and October 19th. New Jersey between September 1st through September 5th. New York issuing payment between September 16th through the 17th, between the 20th and the 24th, and between the 27th and the 29th. We also have the state of New Mexico issuing payment between September 1st through September 30th, North Carolina September 22nd through October 1st, Ohio September 27th, Oklahoma September 10th through September 15th, and Oregon will be issuing 3 rounds, round 1 on September 10th, round 2 September 29th, and round 3 October 1st. We also have the state of Pennsylvania issuing payment on September 16th through the 18th, from the 21st through the 25th, and from the 28th through the 29th. We also have the state of Rhode Island issuing payment on September 3rd, South Carolina between September 1st through September 19th. Tennessee will be issuing payment between September 1st through September 20th, Texas September 7th through September 13th, Utah September 26th, Vermont October 14th, Virginia September 16th, and the state of Washington will be issuing payments based on a regular issuance schedule. West Virginia September 9th and a final run on October 13th. Wisconsin September 25th, and the state of Wyoming will be issuing payments based on the first letter of your last name. So A through D September 2nd, E through K September 3rd, L through R September 4th, and S through Z September 5th. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notifications button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you next time.